Aloha all, Michael here. Today we're going to talk about motion, in particular the rotational motion we call spin. We're going to use a blue ball that belongs to my dog Miley. It is a Kong brand, and you should be viewing what I can see, which is what you are seeing, and that is Kong, K-O-N-G. And we're going to do 3 perceived types of direction. We're going to do left, right, we're going to do up, down, and we're going to do clockwise and counterclockwise. So pay attention to the direction of the spin that I will not change during the course of this entire experiment. Okay? I may stop momentarily to adjust something. However, I'm not going to ever change the direction. So I'm going to prove that there is actually only one direction. And it's all based upon the observer's point of view and the perception of direction based upon the repositioning of the axis point itself. So we're going to begin with spinning the ball in a direction that appears to be moving left to right. Okay? So we're moving it left to right. Now we repositioned the axis, which is running up and down. We changed the down to the up position. And we are now viewing right to left. So I am viewing that, as are you, right to left. Okay? And now we will go back to the original position. And we know that we are at the original position because of how the word Kong appears. Okay? And we'll go back to spinning. And now we are going to change the axis point to be running basically east and west, positive and negative, whatever makes sense to you. And what I am viewing is what appears to be the down position moving upward. And now you are observing what seems to be the opposite. You're observing the up moving down. So the first direction was left to right, and we both viewed the same apparent direction even when we changed the access point. Now, what we're doing is viewing the opposite. And both myself and you are not changing our position during the entire experiment. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to change the access point. And now I'm seeing the up move downward, and you're seeing the downward move upward. And again, I did not change the direction of the spin. I am maintaining the same direction during the entire course of this experiment. Okay? So we go back to the, we'll call it the first position. where I am viewing the down move up and you're viewing the up going downward. Okay? Now this is where it gets really interesting. Now I am observing what appears to be the clockwise direction, and you are viewing what appears to be counterclockwise. Okay? So the similarity between up and down and clockwise and counterclockwise is that each of us is seeing what appears to be the opposite. Okay? Whereas left and right is viewed by both of us, and when we change the axis, we saw right to left. So now we are changing the axis where I am viewing counterclockwise and you are viewing clockwise. Okay? So we have repositioned our point of view by changing the rotation or the direction of the access point, and we have not changed the direction of the spin during this experiment. So now I am reviewing clockwise and you are viewing counterclockwise. And once we understand that no matter what direction we can alter the axis, which changes our point of view, we can understand that there's only one direction. And everything has occurred in our imagination, and we now better understand how motion is relative, and it's based upon two things: your point of view, which is called your perspective, and that involves the angle at which you're viewing the object in a state of motion, and then how you process that information is based upon your perception. So if that makes sense, I have been successful in clarifying something about physics that I hope inspires you to study more about the laws of motion and how they relate and resonate to our everyday lives. Thank you for paying attention.